Hello everyone. This is Reverend Joslyn Mason, the senior minister at Unity of Kalamazoo. And I want to share some words of inspiration with you today, for we truly need inspiration in our lives every day as we connect to God. So, our word for today on this Monday, January the 11th, in the year 2021, is grace. And our affirmation, I'll read it 3 times. The grace of God is within me always. The grace of God is within me always. The grace of God is within me always. I may discover grace in an unexpected act of kindness or a positive, uplifting comment. Perhaps a fortunate turn of events brings me relief or reassurance. Moments of grace remind me I am always enveloped in the love of God. No matter the challenge I encounter, I need only remember that I am never without God. Grace is the light touch when everything around me feels heavy. I feel this touch most easily when I am trusting, open, and in tune with my spiritual nature. If God's grace feels far away, I take it as a cue to center myself, to breathe deeply, and to pray. Soon answers come to me, or I believe a flash of inspiration. Excuse me. Soon answers come to me, or I receive a flash of inspiration. The gentle touch of grace has again aligned as a bird landing on a tree branch. And our scriptural reference comes from 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 10. But by the grace of God, I am what I am, and his grace toward me has not been in vain. So grace is the unmerited favor of God. Grace is being wrapped in God's love, covered in God's light, led along the path of good for our highest outpicturing of good in our lives. Grace is our reminder that we are always centered in the love of God. Grace is kindness and positive, uplifting energy. God works through others, and we have the ability to share grace. We want to be open and in tune with our spiritual nature, for our nature is love, is peace, is joy. And this unmerited favor is always with us, even during difficult times when the world may seem chaotic around us. We call upon the grace of God. The gentle touch of God's grace is like a bird alighting on a tree branch. Grace comes in easily and smoothly and soothes our being. No matter what the challenges we encounter, we remember again and again that we are never without God. So we call upon the grace of God to be with you today, to be in your life, to be with your family members, to be with your city in Kalamazoo, to be with the world. We need God's unmerited favor to fall upon all of us, to bring us to a place of wisdom and understanding, but also to help us to find peace in the midst of any chaos that we may encounter. Whenever grace feels far away, to center yourself. Take time to breathe in, breathe deeply, and then to pray. We thank you, God, for your grace today, your unmerited favor, your favor that surrounds and moves in and through our lives. We thank you for the calm presence of your spirit. We thank you for reminding us that you are always with us, that we are surrounded in love, light, and divine hope as we hope for our brighter, better future. We take a breath, breathing in and then breathing out, releasing and knowing that with God, we are happy, whole, perfect, and secure, and surrounded by God's love and grace. And for that, we are grateful. And know that as you go about your day, that God's grace is with you. Even as we affirm the prayer for protection, let it remind you of the grace of God as you know and affirm that the light of God surrounds you. The love of God enfolds you. The power of God protects you as the presence of God watches over you. Wherever you are, God is there and all is well. Namaste. I behold the Christ as you, and peace.